Okay, so here's the trailer. A couple things just to note. This is the crank. We leave it in the front compartment here. And then this is the anti-sway bar. We also leave that in the compartment there. You might need to get some propane, but you can always just pick that up at a propane place and they can fill it up for you real quick. A couple things on the outside. If it has hookups, here's the hookup for 110, and you can do a 30 amp will run the AC, which is nice. And then you've got a furnace and a refrigerator. And one thing you can do is you can select on the refrigerator right here whether it runs off of DC, AC, or gas. It really works best on AC, so if you can plug in somewhere, that's the best. The furnace you're probably not going to need to run, so I wouldn't worry too much about that because it's going to be pretty warm. And then here's the crank where you would insert the crank mechanism. You'll want to make sure that you only crank it about 25 times and then you check for any snags, and then you crank it another 25 times and that should be popped up all the way. If you over crank it, it'll actually shear the pins of that mechanism. Only reason I know that is I did it. So once it stops, don't try to force it anymore, just let it stop. Let's see, spare tire. All the tires are new from last year. And that's it on the outside of the trailer. There is a canopy, but it broke some poles, so it doesn't really set up very well, so I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, going back to the truck. Here's where you'd hook that anti-sway bar to, and then there's just pins that would hook up to it. We have a backup camera, so you can back up to it. It is a mirror image, so you'll have to just keep that in mind. It's a good guide, but it's not perfect. So on the truck, a couple things. There's a button right there that you push to put it into tow, and there's a little tow icon or no tow, and then it goes away. If you want to select the video camera, you press source and then this VTR, and it's all touchscreen, and it goes on there, and then you can back the truck up so you can actually see where you're going and have someone back there to help you. If you're noticing the trailer isn't braking very well, you can turn a knob on this guy towards you and it will increase, or away from you and it will decrease. And when you push on the brake, the light turns orange, and there's different levels. And so if you feel it's pulling too much, you can turn the brake down, or if it's not braking enough, you can turn the brake up. So just kind of, it's not science, just play with it until you get comfortable. So that's it with like the truck features and the outside of the trailer features. We'll go ahead and pop it up and then show you some of the inside features. Another quick note when popping it up is don't put the jacks down when you're popping it up or laying it down, because for some reason that tweaks the frame. So I don't know why, but that's what I was told. So when you're popping it up with these, you'd pop the opposite corners up first, and then just don't put these down until you've popped the whole thing up all the way. So that's just another note. Again, I don't know why, but that's just what they said. Anyway, I'll get a video of the inside.